Good Saturday morning, February 12th, 2022. Ken Arzone here in Vista, California. I want to continue my baseball analysis of Hall of Fame baseball players and their achievements, stats, and remarkable careers. I came up with 36 favorite player hitting accomplishments. 36 of them. I want to just list them 1 through 36. See what you think. These are my favorites. Number 1, career batting average, the highest in history. Out of how many players you think have played Major League Baseball from 1870 until 2020? How many you think played? According to my analysis, let's see if I can find it. Did you know? I have it here. 15,000 players, have played baseball in the major leagues. And that doesn't count minor leagues and all the pickup games of people who played. That's in the millions. But as far as the major leagues, about 15,000 players. And you know who has the highest batting average? You should know, Ty Cobb, 366 career in a 24-year playing career. 366. I have to list that my number 1 hitting accomplishment. Can you imagine? You have over maybe 12,000 at bats, and you maintain a batting average of 366. Incredible. Number 2, Joe Dimaggio, 56 game hitting streak. Happened in 1941. Got 91 hits and 223 at bats during the streak. Batted .408. Had 55 RBIs. 15 home runs. He had 56 runs scored. Incredible. 56 game hitting streak. Nobody's even come close. The closest, 44, Pete Rose and Willie Keeler. George Sissler had 41 game hitting streak. A lot of guys, or some guys, have gotten into the 30s, but most guys, their hitting streak's about 10, 15, and then it snaps. If you're good, you get to 20, 25 games. Joe Dimaggio, 56 game hitting streak. You gotta list that as one of the greatest hitting accomplishments in baseball history. Number 3, Babe Ruth. We know he hit 60 home runs in 1927, and the following year he hit 54. So my impressive hitting accomplishment is Babe Ruth hitting 114 home runs in 2 years. How about that? 60 in 1927 and 54 the following year. 114. Whoa. 4 on the list, Hugh Duffy. 440 batting average one season, and it's no fluke. Why? Because he played 125 games and had 539 at bats. So it wasn't just like 100 at bats and you bat 450, or 200 at bats and you bat 400. It was 539 at bats, and he finished the season with a 440 batting average. According to Baseball Reference, some books list it 438, but I'm going to the up-to-date Baseball Reference, and it says 440. How about that? He had 203 hits. No, he had 237 hits and 539 at-bats. And he struck out only 15 times. Hugh Duffy comes in number 4. Number 5, Roger Hornsby's back-to-back 400 batting seasons. 1924, he batted .424, 227 hits, 536 at-bats. The next year, he bats .403 because he gets 203 hits and 504 at-bats. Incredible. So he has 227, and then he has 203. So that's 430 hits and about 1,000 at bats. Roger Hornsby, wow. 6 on the list. Ty Cobb, back to back 400 batting seasons. 1911, he bats 419 with 248 hits and 592 at bats. Following year, he bats 409 with 226 hits and 553 at bats. So he gets, let's see, he gets about 450 hits and 1,000 at bats in 2 years. Woo! 7 on the list, Ted Williams. He reaches base 84 games in a row via the walk or base hit, fielder's choice, whatever. So he reached base every game for more than half a season. How about that? He had 112 hits and 92 walks during the stretch of 84 games in a row reaching base. Ted Williams. 8 on the list. George Sissler, 257 hits in one season. That's the most. And it was just 154 games, too. He batted 407. He had 631 at bats. And he gets 257 hits. George Sissler, how about that? 9 on the list, Pete Rose. 10 200-hit seasons. And then he had 2 190-hit seasons. 1,225 two-hit games. Pete Rose, how about that? 10 on the list. Jim Bottomley, 12 RBIs in one game. He goes 6 for 6, 2 home runs, a double, and 3 singles. 12 RBIs. He did it in 1924. Jim Bottomley, Hall of Famer. 11 on the list, Ricky Henderson, 130 stolen bases in one season. How about that? He had 536 at bats, plays 149 games, and steals 130 bases. Woo. 12 on the list, Lou Gehrig, 23 career grand slams. Bases are loaded, home run. You also got to note that he played 2,130 consecutive games. Number 13, Cal Ripken, 2,632 consecutive games played. He beats Lou Gehrig and sets the all-time record, 2,632 games played in a row. Wow. 14 on the list, Babe Ruth, 72 home run games. 2 homers in a game, 72 times. Wow. 15 on the list, Tony Gwynn, 8 batting titles. And for 5 years in a row, he batted over 350 for the season. 16 on the list, Ty Cobb, 14 5-hit games. 87 4-hit games. And 399 3-hit games. 17 on the list, Ken Griffey, 8 games in a row with a home run. Home run, 8 games in a row. Not bad, Ken. 18 on the list, Earl Averill reaches base 17 times in a row. Consecutive at-bats. Now, I told you that Ted Williams reached base 84 games in a row, but it was during the game, so he didn't reach base every single at-bat, but for every game for 84 games, he reached base. Whereas Earl Averill came to the plate and 17 times in a row got on base. In a row. 7 hits, 8 walks, 1 error, 1 fielder's choice. How about that? 19 on the list. Joe Sewell, Hall of Famer, 115 games in a row without a strikeout. How about that? 115 games? Woo! 20 on the list. Billy Hamilton, 24 games in a row scoring a run. Pretty good. Woo. 21 on the list. Sam Thompson, 6 games in a row with 3 hits in each game. 6 games in a row, 3 hits. 22, George Brett matches it. 6 games in a row, 3 hits in each game. 23 on the list, Johnny Mize, for his career, had 6 3-home run games. 24 on the list, Yogi Berra, 10 World Series rings. 10, most all time. Joe Dimaggio second with 9. 25, Tris Speaker in 1 month batted .489. He goes 81 for 137 in 1 month. .489, closest to 500 batting, which is every other at bat you get a hit. Wow. 26, Willie Mays, 4 home runs in 1 game, 1961. And I believe he came the closest to hitting his 5th. I think another at bat, he had a long fly out. Too bad that one didn't go out. Willie Mays. 27, Stan Musial plays a doubleheader and has 5 home runs total. First game, he goes 6 for 8, 6 runs, 9 RBIs, 22 total bases in 2 games. A doubleheader. Imagine coming to the park and for the day you hit 5 home runs. Walk in the park, right? Wow. 28. Roger Hornsby from 1921 to 1925. 4 years. He averaged .402 batting for a 5-year period. .402. 29, Hank Aaron, 17 years in a row with 150 or more hits in the season. Very good. 30 on the list, Derek Jeter matches it. 17 years in a row with 150 or more hits. 31, Jimmy Fox, 13 seasons in a row with 100 or more RBIs. I'm going to start the season, and I'm guaranteed 100 RBIs. Wow. Luke Gehrig, 32. Luke Gehrig. 13 seasons in a row with 100 or more RBIs. So he matches it. That's the record. 33. Ty Cobb, 23 years in a row, batting over 300. Incredible. 34, Jimmy Fox, 2 6-hit games. Not just 1, but he had 2 6-hit games. 35, Jim Botley matches it. 2 6-hit games. 36 on the list. Most times hitting for the cycle. You have George Brett, Joe Dimaggio, George Sissler, Chuck Klein, Mickey Cochran, Lou Gehrig, Joe Cronin, Argie Vaughn, and Bobby Doerr. They all hit for the cycle twice. Not just once, but twice. So what do you think of those 36 player achievements? Player hitting accomplishments. I think it's incredible. All right, Ken Arzone here. Thanks for watching. Look forward to the next video. I'm out.